Hello, my name is Lynette Arroyo, and today I'll be presenting 11 by Sandra Cisneros. If you see here, we have a picture of Sandra Cisneros, the writer, and the cover of the books she has written. First, we will read the story carefully. Then, as you read, you'll identify the plot of the story and make inferences by using the clues in the text. You will underline the clues that help you make your inference, and you will complete the activities that follow. The story is titled 11 by Sandra Cisneros. What they don't understand about birthdays and what they never tell you is that when you're 11, you're also 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And when you wake up on your 11th birthday, you expect to feel 11, but you don't. You open your eyes and everything just like yesterday, only it's today. And you don't feel 11 at all. You feel like you're still 10 and you're underneath the years that make you 11. Like some days you might say something stupid, and that's the part of you that's still 10. Or maybe some days you might need to sit on your mama's lap because you're scared, and that's a part of you that's 5. And maybe one day when you're all grown up, maybe you'll need to cry like if you're 3, and that's okay. That's what I tell Mama when she's sad and she needs to cry. Maybe she's feeling 3 because the way you grow old is kind of like an onion, or like the rings inside a tree trunk, or like my little wooden dolls that fit one inside the other, each year inside the next one. That's how being 11 years old is. You don't feel 11. Not right away. It takes a few days, weeks even, sometimes even months before you say 11, even when they ask you and you don't feel smart 11. Not until you're almost 12. That's the way it is. Only today, I wish I didn't have only 11 years rattling inside me like pennies in a tin bangle box. Today, I wish I was 102 instead of 11. Because if I was 102, I'd have known what to say when Miss Price put the red sweater on my desk. I would have known how to tell her it wasn't mine instead of just sitting there without that look on my face and nothing coming out of my mouth. Who is this? Miss Price says. Who's this? And she holds the red sweater up in the air for all the class to see. Whose? It's been sitting in the courtroom for months. Not mine, says everybody. Not me. It has to belong to somebody. Mrs. Price keeps saying, but nobody can remember. It's an ugly sweater with red plastic buttons and a collar in sleeves all stretched out like you could use it for a jump rope. It's maybe 1,000 years old, and even if it belonged to me, I wouldn't say so. Maybe because I'm skinny. Maybe because she doesn't like me. That stupid Sylvia Saldivar says I think it belongs to Rachel. An ugly sweater like that, all raggedy and old. But Miss Price believes her. Miss Price takes the sweater and put it right on my desk. But when I open my mouth, nothing comes out. That's not. I don't. You're not. Not mine. I finally say in a little voice that was maybe when I was 4. Of course it's yours, Miss Price says. I remember you wearing it once because she's older and the teacher. She's right and I'm not. Not mine. Not mine. Not mine. But Miss Price is already turning to page 32 and math problem number 4. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm feeling sick inside, like the part of me that's 3 wants to come out of my eyes. Only I squeeze them shut tight and bite down on my teeth real hard and try to remember. Today I am 11. 11. I move my pencil and books and eraser as far from it as possible. I even move my chair a little to the right. Not mine, not mine, not mine. In my head, I'm thinking, how long till lunchtime? How long till I can take the red sweater and throw it over the schoolyard fence? Or leave it hanging on a parking meter? Or bunch it up in a little ball and toss it in the alley? Except when math period ends, Miss Price says loud and in front of everybody, "Now, Rachel, that's enough." Because she sees I shoved the red sweater to the tippity tip corner of my desk and it's hanging all over the edge like a waterfall. But I don't care. "Rachel," Miss Price says. She says like she's getting mad. "You put that sweater on right now and no more nonsense." But it's not. "Now," Miss Price says, "Mama is making a cake for me tonight, and when Papa comes home, everybody will sing happy birthday to you." But when the sick feeling goes away and I open my eyes, the red sweater's still sitting there like a big bent mountain. I move the red sweater to the corner of my desk with my ruler. This is when I wish I wasn't 11 because all the years inside of me, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 are pushing at the back of my eyes when I put one arm through one slit of the sweater that smells like cottage cheese, and then the other arm through the other, and stand there with my arms apart like if the sweater hurts me and it does, all itchy and full of germs that aren't even mine. That's when everything I've been holding in since this morning, since when Miss Price put the sweater on my desk, finally lets go, and all of a sudden I'm crying in front of everybody. I wish I was invisible, but I'm not. I'm 11 and it's my birthday today. I am. I'm crying like I'm 3 in front of everybody. I put my head down on the desk and bury my face in my stupid clown sweater one. My face all hot and spit coming out of my mouth because I can stop the little animal noises coming from out of me until there aren't any more tears left in my eyes and it's just my body shaking, like when you have the hiccups, and my whole head hurts, like when you drink milk too fast. But the worst part is right before the bell rings for lunch. The stupid Phyllis Lopez, who is even dumber than Sylvia Saldivar, says she remembers the red sweater is hers. I'll take it off right away and give it to her. Only Miss Price pretends like everything's okay. Today I'm 11. There's a cake Mama's making for tonight. And when Papa comes home from work, we'll eat it. There'll be candles and presents, and everybody will sing, happy birthday to you, Rachel. Only it's too late. I'm 11 today. I'm 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But I wish I was 102. I wish I was anything but 11 because I want today to be far away already, like a runaway balloon, like a tiny O in the sky. So tiny, tiny, you have to close your eyes to see it. So that was the end of the story. And we keep on with the comprehension questions, where you will be selecting the correct answer. Number one, how does Rachel describe the red sweater? A, shiny, B, plastic, C, ugly, D, small. Number two, Rachel says that the way people grow old is like A, candles on a birthday cake, B, a balloon floating in the sky, C, a math problem you figure out, D, rings inside a tree trunk. Number three, why does she on the sweater? I think that this question should say, what does she do on the sweater? So, letter A, Miss Price makes her wear it. Letter B, she wants to hide it in. Letter C, Sylvia dares to wear it. And letter D, the classroom is cold. Number four, Rachel puts the sweater in the corner of her desk. Why? A, she threw away the sweater. Letter B, she knows it did not belong to her. Letter C, she saw another girl with the same sweater. Letter D, she thinks someone else can wear it. Number five. At the end, what does Rachel wishes? A. Sylvia had stayed home. B. Her birthday would start over. C. She was 102 years old. D. She had never has gone to school. Number six. What is a synonym for the word alley? A. Passage. B. Corridor. C. Aisle. D. All of the above. What is an antonym for the word raggedy? A. New. B. Shabby. C. Battered. D. Broken. Number eight. The story's first person point of view lets you know that letter A. Rachel has balloons at her party. Letter B. Rachel's mother will call Miss Price. Letter C. Rachel wishes her birthday was over. And letter D. Rachel's father will be home late. Number nine. Rachel gets upset because with blank because remembers later that the sweater is her. A. Karen. B. Phyllis. C. Miss Price. D. Sylvia. And number 10. What does Rachel do after she puts on the sweater? Letter A. Start to scream at everyone. Letter B. Puts her head down and cries. Letter C. Begins her classwork quietly. And letter D. Lies to Sylvia about the sweater. So after you finish answering the multiple choice, you will answer this question in complete text. For example, first question. How does the mix up in the straighten out? Again, how does the mix up is straighten out? Number two, why does Rachel say the cake will be too late? Number three, does Miss Price treat Rachel unfairly or did she make an honest mistake? The first question I think should be explained out. What it says is, how does the problem resolve? ¿Cómo se soluciona ese problema? Okay, that's number one. Number two refers to why does Rachel says that the birthday will be too late. And number three, an honest mistake en español significa un error o no darse cuenta de algo. Then in exercise number two, you will complete the diagram and determine which sentence represents each part of the plan. Here you will write the title, the author, then you will write the exposition, the rise in action, the climax, the falling action, the resolution, and the character. These are all based on the story 11. This will help you to summarize the most important elements of the story. And that is the end, but I want to go back to a specific question that I know might give you a little trouble, and I'm sorry that I'm doing this. But number two, it's okay. Then we have number. I think we all should definitely check this question. Okay, why does she do on the sweater? Okay, so I think I'll fix it here because you should all and be aware that you should have the word do here. Okay, what does she do on the sweater? Please, you should all correct that. Okay, that's a mistake, but it will help you understand the question better. Okay, so this is all for today, and thanks for listening.